Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to the Juliette Bryant Weekly Update. um, so, lots of things I want to talk about. Just been researching. I'm talking this coming weekend, this Sunday, in Bristol at the Penny Bronze Centre for the Shine seminars, and I'm talking about the endocannabinoid system. Something that I've been doing a lot of research on, just been researching it more and just understanding, and it's like a puzzle in my astrology. When you look at it, there's one of the things I could have been was a detective or a doctor. Those are kind of things that I'm kind of naturally suited to, and I feel like the work I do, I'm a bit like a doctor, but not really. But I'm a bit like a detective because I piece together the evidence. It's like putting together things, and I use my intuition to kind of figure out those different how things slot together, how we create that whole picture. Uh, and I use my intuition and just get guided. So I feel a bit like a detective when I'm kind of piecing together the endocannabinoid system and how it works. It's this exciting journey, and each level that you kind of go into it, you learn more and more and more, because we can only learn so much in one kind of space of time, can't we? Before our brain goes, I'm frying, stop putting information in. And then we have to process that information, don't we? We have to allow it to digest and assimilate and become part of us. And then we're ready for the next layer of learning and understanding, and then we can keep journeying into it. And so I've been journeying into it more today. And what's so exciting is I've been looking into the terpenes and how they can affect the endocannabinoid system. And really interesting. I'm doing my radio show this Sunday. So Sunday at 4 p.m. on kindasound.org, kinda with an A. So you can have a listen on there to hear some of my research on the endocannabinoid system. So do check that out. There will be a podcast available next week as well of that. There's kind of a summary of where I'm at with my research at the moment. Well, it is kind of a summary. There's so much. I could have talked for hours, and I've got a nice long slot this Sunday to talk about the endocannabinoid system. So I think I've got an hour and a half to be speaking about it. So I'll be able to go into a lot more detail at the Shine seminars, which will be great. If you want me to come and talk to your organisation about anything to do with health and well-being, or the endocannabinoid system, hormone health, gut health, spirit of the plants, our power plants, any of those things, medicinal mushrooms, then just drop me a line and let me know. And I love coming and talking to different people's groups. So yeah. We were at a lovely event this weekend, a free mind event run by Tom and Ria. And I had the honour of running a cacao and medicinal mushroom ceremony, which was really beautiful. The feedback I got was so wonderful. So many people came up to me and said, I've done loads of cacao ceremonies, but that, I really went so much deeper than I've ever gone. And it's because of the combination of things I believe that I put into it. It's because of the alchemy that I could create when I make the cacao. So that was a really beautiful experience. I feel honoured to have been invited to hold that space at that event for some really amazing, wonderful beings. So again, if you want me to come and run a cacao and mushroom ceremony, non-psychoactive, then do message me and let me know. I've been thinking a lot about health and well-being. I've been thinking about mental health in particular because of my own mental health, my journey with mental health over the years, my middle son's mental health, friends' mental health. We're reaching a time now where mental health issues are going to become so massive. They are becoming so massive. There's a huge epidemic with children of mental health issues, with neurodivergent issues, with this trauma-based response. I've been looking a lot into PDA, which is pathological demand avoidance, which comes quite often from trauma. That trauma can be from sensory overload or from actual trauma. And And how many of us have that? How many of us to some extent have that, that freeze thing that happens so often, that freeze response when we have demands put on us and our body just won't let us do what we're meant to do. How many of us have been programmed to override what we actually feel we should be doing because of what society has put on us? When we need to rest, when we need to stop, how many of us just push through, battle, 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 till we get to a point where our nervous system is frayed and we then have some kind of breakdown, some kind of crisis point because we can't keep going. All of these things are so interesting and something that's so important to look at. And for me, this is something that I'm really researching a lot, and researching not just through book research or study, but research through feeling and through intuition and guidance. But today it was so interesting, the link, the research I was doing, the link to the terpenes, these essential oils that are in so many plants, and how these can really assist with our body's ability to regulate and create balance within itself. And pine is a huge one. Pine's coming up so much at the moment. It's such a massively important plant, I think, tree for us to look at and study at the moment. One of the really interesting things that I've been looking into, and remind me to talk about this new thing in a minute, is these something called BCPs, or beta caryophyllines. Hopefully I've not completely murdered that name, but these are basically terpenes that come from black pepper, rosemary, copaiba, cinnamon, cannabis, chamomile, cloves, oregano, spinach, chard. And these BCPs, basically they interact with the endocannabinoid system, but they don't they kind of stimulate it like the medicinal mushrooms stimulate it. But what's so interesting is that when we look at things like cacao, or we look at black pepper, how they work to increase our mood. Curcumin, there's quite a few different common dietary things that have been shown to have these psychoactive properties that have an effect on our mood. And how these things affect our mood is through working on the endocannabinoid system. It's this incredible thing that's going on. It's just so fascinating even. So this is something I am so proud of. I'm so unbelievably proud that it has been created. Labels are just in production at the moment, so hopefully it'll be ready for this weekend. But this is an oil, and this is an oil that combines cacao, cannabis, and medicinal mushrooms, and it's amazing. So beautiful. So this is my new product that will be out hopefully by this weekend on my website by Monday. And it's I've been taking it for the last few days and it's really amazing. It's beautiful, really beautiful. You have 3 drops, and I really feel it, really feel its effects in my body. Beautiful balancing effect of the endocannabinoid system, which is so important, so important. So yeah, my brain is just filled really with that. The other really exciting thing is starting on Monday. Dun, 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 I am running a 5-day free online retreat. So please do join us. It's called Health is Wealth. And we're going to be looking at amazing topics on how we can improve our health. How when we step into that place of health, our abundance can flow. Because if we are not in that space of health, then we're creating blocks within our body. So we're going to be journeying on that. So do sign up on my website, juliettebryant.com. You'll see a poster that says Health is Wealth. Click on there, sign up, and you can watch the replays or join us live for that. That's going to be really amazing. Tomorrow we're in London doing some filming with the amazing Gaia Sanskrit on the Earth stars, the Earth energy points in London. And then we're going to do a Sacred Chants flash mob. So if you want to join in tomorrow, you're around London, 5:45 by Brock House. The poster is on my Facebook. Do check it out. We're going to be doing chanting for peace. It's not going to be a long thing, but it's going to be a beautiful, powerful connection to the center of the earth stars and to that sending out that peace and that love to the world. This Saturday is my Wild Woman retreat. It's going to be amazing, 10 till 7 p.m. in Suffolk, and just putting together the goodie bags, and they are just phenomenal. There is a space left because someone got sick, so there is one space that has become available. If you are interested, do message me and let me know. We're going to be looking at Mary Magdalene. We're going to have a beautiful initiation into her amazing energy. We're going to be doing some singing. We're going to be having a cacao and mushroom ceremony. We're going to do some dancing, a fire ceremony. We've got the amazing Gina, who is going to do a goddess mini photo shoot. Beautiful vegan food made by myself, lots of raw chocolate. So it's going to be great. So if you're interested, do let me know. The other thing I wanted to talk about, that was it. I knew there was something else I wanted to talk about. Really strongly want to find land. I want to find land that we can create. Well, I want to find land on a few different levels. First of all, I want to find land so that we can create a beautiful herbal planting education centre, basically, so that we can have medicinal herbs to support ourselves, our families, and the community, and that myself and others can teach from, guide people on how we can use the things, the gifts from nature to create a beautiful state of health. So I really want to find land for that. There are ways that we can get land through grants, things like that. I'm rubbish at all of that. My passion and my knowledge is with the plants and with the teaching, with the sharing. So if you're good at filling out grants, if you know how to do any of that and apply for funding, if you have land that you want to gift to a beautiful community project, then please get in touch with me and let me know if you want to help create this reality of a beautiful community space that we can really set up to support us all. Yeah, let me know. The other thing is really like finding land to start working with others, living with others in community. I don't want to live on top of other people. You know, I like my own space and my family's space, but I want to live in a space where we can educate, we can create this community where we all come together. So let me know if you've got any exciting projects going on like that. You know, we've got a year really where we are until my oldest finishes his A levels, and then we want to look at shifting how we live into a different way of being that is calling so many of us, isn't it? And it's just knowing, what is that next step? Where is that next step? And what I know is that my brain will not be the one to figure it out. It will be the flow, but the flow won't necessarily happen if we don't put out the seeds. So this is a seed being put out to land where it may. So yeah, I just wanted to say all that, and lots of love to you all. I hope if you're on school holidays with your children, you're having a lovely time and able to have that time for yourself as well, to chill out, to ground, to earth, having that beautiful time of connection with your kids. I know it can be a real juggle with work and kids and the whole balance of everything. You know, we're living in a system that is not designed to be supportive of family, of earning money, of, you know, having time. And that's what we need to break out of, you know, the system. We need to overgrow it. And people are, and we're all working on how we can do that. And it's that sharing of knowledge, sharing of information, coming together as much as we can to share on that side of things. So that's all from me on my weekly musings. I hope you enjoy. If you do enjoy, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please comment in my YouTube channel, because the more comments and the more people that watch on YouTube, the more it puts my videos higher, so the more people get to see it. And I really love interacting with everyone. You know, I love your feedback. I love when I get emails or when I get comments. I love that exchange because that's what it's about. It's not just me speaking to myself. I could go and do that to a wall. I do plants a lot, but it's about that exchange and the growing and the community from that. So lots of love to you all, and I'll see you all soon.